Everybody ready? Good evening everyone, and welcome to this evening's Planning and Highways. I'm not going to read out all because we've got no members of the public, but just to remind you to put your mobile phones on silent or turn them off, please. Agenda item 1, apologies for absence. House, yeah. Item 2, disclosure of interest. To deal with any disclosure by members of any disclosable pecuniary interests and interests other than pecuniary interests as defined under the Seaford Town Council Code of Conduct and Localism Act 2011 in relation to matters on the agenda. No? No public participation, so we move on to planning applications. So planning applications received week commencing Monday the 19th of January, LW/26/0030, 35 Connor Road, extension of existing side dormer, addition of one rear dormer, and replacement of the first floor window at front elevation. Who would like to lead on this application? Councillor Bournemouth?
Thank you, Chair. So when I was looking at this, the dormers were approved in 2024 planning application, and I couldn't see a difference in anything from the approved application to this application, and this committee supported it then, and because of that I'm quite happy to support it now.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Lord?
I support it. It is what it is. It's a straightforward application for a dormer window, in essence.
Any other comments? So can I have a show of hands for supporting this application? That's unanimous. Applications received in the week commencing Monday the 26th of January, LW/26/0048, 47 North Way, single storey rear extension, single storey side garage extension and widening of the existing driveway. And I believe this one has already been approved.
Yeah, so I've not put anything up in front of us because it's already been approved. And just for you, Chair, if that's okay, you will see that I have emailed you all just to say that I have been chasing this up with Lewes District Council because they do keep backdating applications on their website where they say they may have validated it, say the 27th of January. So when they put it onto planning portal, they date it the 27th of January, but we could be 2 months ahead of that. So I am chasing up with them for them to look into that because I'm concerned about the fact that we're then not able to be consulted on it because it won't come onto our agenda in time. I also don't know whether it means that when the consultation period runs with neighbours and things. So I am chasing it up and I'll keep you posted. But unfortunately, it means we have missed the time on this one.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you, Isabel.
So moving on to applications received in the week commencing Monday the 2nd of February, LW/25/0746 and LW/25/0747, 41 Stane Road, erection of a single storey side infill extension at the rear courtyard space, alterations to fenestration and internal space. I'd like to lead on this one, Councillor Buchanan.
Thank you, Chair. Just some observations, I suppose. It is a listed building. There was nothing in the documents that gave any advice on that, but quite honestly, I don't see a particular problem. There's no influence of whatever's happening there on the external appearance of the house, and it looks as if all the other materials have been solidly copied through to any of the new build. I support this.
Okay, your proposal is supported. Does that find a seconder? Councillor Ballman?
Yeah, I'm quite happy to second that, and agree it's small and sort of infill just to square off a little bit more the back, and the materials seem to be exactly the same as what's previously been used, so very in keeping for the conservation of the house.
Yeah, okay. Any other comments? Councillor Richard Hunt?
Thank you, Chair. Yes, obviously we got the double application because it's listed down conservation
Yes.
area, that's why we've got it. It is a narrow space, as you say, and we have to be sometimes quite careful at the back. But I think it's small enough that you've still got a bit of outside space left. But basically, it's an update of the building internally, isn't it? That's what they're trying to do. I mean, they get tired in the end, and that's how I see it. I don't know if the other councillors think the same, but that's how I saw it.
Thank you. Any other comments? So can I have a vote on supporting this application, on both applications?
Yes.
That's unanimous. Thank you. LW 26 0047 12 Linfield Avenue, replacement of existing garden building with associated landscaping. Councillor Livy Hamlin?
I think Councillor
That's
Ballman.
all right.
It said it's going to be turned into a games room and a home office of all the existing one, but I would like, if possible, that we can do that thing where we lock it down, that it is only for the purpose of, as it says on there, games room and home office, and it doesn't suddenly get turned into an Airbnb or anything. I know there's nothing in there that would sort of say we do it, but just that we lock it down, it's going to be for that purpose.
My sentiment is exactly councillor.
So you're proposing to
Yeah.
support it with those
Yeah,
comments?
yeah.
Councillor Ballman?
Yeah, I'm quite happy to second that. It is very much like for like of what they already have in terms of size and everything. This one's even just pulled away from their boundary slightly compared to this one that they already have. But yeah, happy, although obviously there doesn't seem to be any kitchen,
No,
water or toilet facilities like we have seen in some, but I'm quite happy to support the fact that it's not used as such in the future.
Councillor Richard Hammond?
There's a picture on the original, the existing one, I think there is somewhere, a diagram like that, unless you haven't got it downloaded, there was, wasn't there?
Because the original was part of the fence.
Yeah, but
Along
it
the
did
back
say
and
what
the
was
side,
what was inside it, didn't it? There's no toilet in there at the moment, it doesn't really
No,
matter.
no, it isn't, but it's
No.
just,
Just one big room.
Existing, it's
It is for children with it. Oh,
It'll take a while to load.
Yeah, it's,
It's just open.
that is what it is really.
yeah, so
You
It's
know,
more
it's,
decking area, isn't it?
I mean they've probably been using it for working from home purposes anyway,
Yeah.
so.
I think it might have been a mum care for Richard.
Yeah.
Okay, unless
Whoever
there's
they
any
are.
more comments, can I have a show of hands of supporting this application? And that's unanimous. That includes Steve. Thank you. Having applications received week commencing the 9th of February, LW 25 0612 Little Chinkton Lane, erection of a single storey front and rear extensions, garage conversion and demolition of an existing outbuilding and replacement with a new outbuilding. Councillor Livy Hammond?
initially it was a little bit difficult to work out the scale in the block plan, and then I realised it's all on the same. It's all on the same initially. I was quite concerned about how big it was going to be, and obviously there is one objection to that with one of the neighbours saying about how, it's going to be big. And they've made comments about overshadowing, overbearing. I mean, what is the actual building? Sorry, what? what is the outbuilding going to be used for? It doesn't say what it's going to be used for.
Garage and workshops and things up top.
Yeah, this is another one that I think if we did agree to this, we would need to lock it down, that it is just for the purpose that it said it's going to be. But it is pretty big from what, I mean, I know obviously the neighbour has put there if they want, people want to come and visit. Unfortunately, I never got around to doing that. But I am concerned it is big, but I'd be interested to hear what other members think.
So it's quite a substantial extension to a property, which is a reasonable sized property anyway. And I'm curious why people want to spend so much money on an extension. It's an extension to a big property anyway. It puzzles me. Apart from the fact there may be vanity involved, I truthfully don't know. But we've also got to be very particular here, as one has said. They're not building a property inside a property. And we build a property and it's going to be one thing. And you and I both know, and it's happened all the time we've been on council planning committee, the extension, which is an extension, then becomes another property inside the property, but they don't declare it at the time. In 3, 4, 5 years' time, when we're all dead and buried, well, not all of you, perhaps me, and then becomes an integral part of the property, which is basically a sublet flat or something for. And I've not got a problem with that, but I just wish they did clear at the beginning and say we're doing an extension because in the future, my daughter or son who goes to university wants somewhere to live. Fine. I've got a problem. Just declare it at the beginning and say we're doing an extension. In possibility, in the next 4 or 5 years, it's going to be used as an extension to the property. As it stands as an actual plan application, it is what it is, and we can't predict what's going to happen in the future. But it happens once, and it happens down the road, and yeah. But also, we can't set a precedent on planning either.
No.
So, as it is or is, I will have to stand by my own decision and say I'll have to support it, albeit I think it's too large for the actual footprints of the property. But I can't find any plain reason why I can't say anything against it. But there you go.
I've got Councillor Buchanan and then.
Yeah, thank you. I think we need to be clear that there's 2 parts to this application.
Yeah.
One is the house and the extension to that, and one is the barn, which looks as if it's on the footprint of a previous barn. I presume that's the red outline, which is the earlier building.
Yep.
So, it's the 2 issues that are being considered here. I'm not too certain how to comment on it myself, but unless it's something that, in the neighbourhood plan that objects to this, it's a bit difficult to say no.
Yeah, you're right.
Councillor Borman?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. So yeah, the proposal for the extensions to the property are actually fully supportive of, but the outbuildings I'm not. And our neighbourhood plan actually, GB06, actually specifies everything for an outbuilding, and it says that the eaves height of an outbuilding and the overall height for flat roofed buildings should be no higher than 3 metres, and for outbuildings with a ridged roof it should be no more than 4 metres in height. This is clearly a lot over that. It also, outbuildings should not be overshadowing or appear overbearing. Such a large outbuilding will be overshadowing for neighbours, it will be overbearing for neighbours and property. So for these reasons I would object because of the outbuilding going against ours.
Right, Councillor Olivia Hunter.
Yeah, I brought this in as well for exactly the same reasons from that. Could you just write, I can't see it because it's kind of blurry, but with the actual outbuilding,
I can't see that. I can't even see on my screen.
What are they, I can't remember that, is that bedrooms and bathrooms or what is it?
The outbuilding says garden room, potting shed, WC, machine store.
That's
Some
a
lights
property,
in
isn't
here,
it?
I'm not sure what the very far one is, maybe it's a garage or something.
No, I can't see. I think it is garage. That's
There was
the
a machine
bathroom.
workshop.
You've got a picture of the existing outbuilding.
There wasn't one on the,
No, it's really difficult with these
I could
plans.
see.
Well, I couldn't
See the
find-
existing floor plan.
That's of the house.
Oh, it's
not
of the house.
So there's something
We didn't
there at
have
the moment,
anything
isn't there?
of the pre, of the existing outbuilding.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. If you got one, I couldn't.
No, this is of the existing of the house.
When it loads. I've already got it over
Actually, that has got 3 objections to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Four,
think
I
primarily
think.
the outside.
So I think there was 3, there's one just appeared today at
Oh,
the top.
okay, I was going to say, no one's looking at it.
Yeah, this is just of the house. I haven't got anything of the, it's really difficult to see. I can't read any of it.
I think that's it. One of the some of the objections mentioned it was a small out shed.
Yeah, yeah, that was a neighbour, wasn't it?
One of the neighbours' objections, it
Yeah.
saying
Well,
that
more
at the
normal-
minute they
normal
have
style
small
shed, yeah.
sheds.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be as high as the house, would it?
I'm just trying to think.
A normal shed wouldn't be as high as that.
See.
No, but this is over 2 floors.
Yeah, you can see it just, can you just see it there?
Oh, there, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
But very, very.
Thanks, Isabel, yeah.
Okay, unless there's any more comments, I think Councillor Lord, you firstly supported it.
May I, through the chair, reserve judgments on my support application in view of what Councillor Borman and Councillor Hunter brought to my attention with regards to the neighbourhood plan GB06. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to withdraw my
Thank you.
support for that, and I will leave it open to other councillors for expertise. Thank you.
So Councillor Borman, you proposed it. Was it
Propose?
Did you?
No, you,
No.
we've been, you proposed the one bit, but not the outbuilding.
Can we do that?
Object to the
Yeah.
well, the thing is, it's one application,
Application.
so we've got to object
Yes.
to the
Hold
application, but say in our objection that we don't mind and we support the
Substantial house with everything.
house
Yeah.
extensions, but our objection is
Yeah.
mainly for the
Outbuilding.
outbuilding.
Yeah,
Okay.
you word it like that, can't you?
So am I right that you propose it and
I'll second it,
councillors
yeah.
second
We
it?
don't want it, it's the outbuilding that's the problem.
Yeah. And can I have a show of hands of objecting to this application with comments that we supported the
The house.
the house?
Not the outbuilding.
Okay, and that's unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor, on that, correcting me. I do appreciate it.
Okay. Carlton Road next now. LW stroke 26 stroke 0045, 25 Carlton Road, single story ground floor front infill extension. Who would like to lead on? Councillor Buchanan?
Thank you, Chair. Looks fine to me. Once it's built, you really wouldn't change the appearance of the place, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I would support it.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Is that fine, a seconder?
Councillor.
Councillor Borman, do you want to comment?
Yeah, he's making use of the south aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, so as I say, Councillor Buchanan said it doesn't change the shape, still an L-shaped bungalow.
Nice bungalow, then, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so can I have a show of hands of supporting this application? That's unanimous. LW stroke 26 stroke 0059, 15 Mercury Road, demolition of existing single storey side and rear extension and erection of a single storey side and rear extension and front porch. I'd like to lead on this one. Councillor Olivia Honeyman.
I thought it was most of the actual It's just a small bit at the side, and then the rest of it's at the back. So I was quite happy to propose it because it's not really going to affect what's already there. As it said, it's not affecting the driveway or anything like that. So I was happy for this to propose it.
Okay, thank you. So I find a seconder.
No.
Councillor Cannon.
Actually, personally, I think it's an improvement to the property, but
Okay. Councillor Bowman, did you know? No? Okay. Any other comments? Okay, and can I have a show of hands supporting this application? That's unanimous. Thank you. Planning applications received Monday the 16th of February. LW/26/0076 95 Grant Avenue. Demolition of existing conservatory and the erection of a single-storey rear extension. Who'd like to lead on this one? Councillor Bowman?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. You read the statement for it and you think, demolish an existing conservatory, and most of them, when they want to replace it, it's a similar size. Started reading the design and access statement for it, and they said they wanted to enlarge from the conservatory. And it was only when I saw the plans I was like, oh my goodness, that is huge. Not only is it out the back, it sticks out like a sore thumb at the side of the building and just looks very odd. And our neighbourhood plan, GB02 Part A, does state that extensions should not extend beyond the side walls of the main property for rear extensions. And this extends beyond that main wall. If they'd finished it at the edge of the building, we wouldn't have been able to see it from the road, and I wouldn't have thought anything about it apart from, okay, it's the full width of the building, but that'd be fine. But it's that sticking out that I don't like, and we'll object to it on the grounds of going against GB02A.
It is nearly double the size
it's almost the footprint of the property, isn't it?
of the property.
Yeah.
You mean if it was cut off here,
Yeah.
squared up?
Yeah, you could live with
But
it a
it
bit
can
better.
still say.
It'd still be large,
Yeah.
but there wouldn't be much to object to because it wouldn't be seen from the road, and it does have a fairly large, it is on a fairly large substantial plot on the corner, but it's the sticking out like a sore thumb, and it is very large.
Is that
You can
like
see at the bottom where the one before it is, that is what is going to be sticking out at the side of the building.
It's almost big as existing plot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Councillor Buchanan.
Thank you, Jen. Just by way of an observation from the plan, there's actually a garage in front of the view that you might see that extension on. So
Oh,
it
I see.
may not be that obvious from the road.
But then it's still
It's
going
still
against the
going-
neighbourhood
So
plan. Yeah. Thank you, Councillor Buchanan.
Just an observation as well, when I went onto Street View, all I got was a picture of a hedge. You couldn't actually see the property, it was just a hedge. Because obviously the angle they'd taken it coming around into Grand Avenue, so that was difficult to actually,
HTP.
yeah, it was difficult to actually see that.
Okay.
I just,
Councillor Bridget.
I haven't worked it out. Is it more than 50% though? That's the basic rule, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it about 50%? Did anyone work it out exactly? Because
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's 50%.
It's about a third.
30
Third.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. Well, we've got a proposal on the table of objecting. It goes against the neighbourhood plan. I would say overdevelopment as well,
For what it is.
because of the size. Does that find a seconder?
Oh, yes,
Councillor Richard Hanlon. And can I have a show of hands objecting to this application?
Isabel, can you scroll down to see the designers, please, for me?
HTP.
HTP, yeah.
NCP again, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, was that
HTP,
carried?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's unanimous, yeah.
Yes. Can the applications received Monday the 23rd of February, LW/26/0083, 9 Highlands Road, hip to gable roof extension and addition of a rear dormer to create a second floor living space. I'd like to lead on this one. Councillor Richard Lumley.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, my initial view is it is very high with what they propose. The neighbours they do think they're going to be overlooked even more so, but I think they're overlooked even now, so I don't think we can necessarily use that one as a. I think there's windows out the back and 2 acre if they really want to look into next door's property. I'm not sure, the height is extremely, it's not beyond the height of the existing, but it's getting on that way. Right up to the chimney pot. Anyway, that's the starting point.
Any other comments, Councillor Borman?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. A couple, obviously, the dormers, yes, they are very large. Their rear dormers are meant to be subservient. So there's meant to be 1/2 metre either side and 1/2 metre below the ridge, and this isn't. Also though, GB04 for under the roof extensions does state that if hip to gable ends for semi-detached houses will be unacceptable where they will result in an imbalance between the semi-detached pair and create a visually heavy roof to 1/2. And if we look at the street scene of it is a semi-detached, you've also got neighbouring properties that has exactly the same design on the roof, and actually it would be out of keeping with the neighbours to go to hip to gable roof. So another reason to object.
I mean, personally, I think it's an attractive looking semi-detached house.
As it is.
And none of the other, I know there's a mixture of properties in this street, but none of them have done that sort of extension, roof extension. So I think it... Yeah.
Also, Chair, it's not truly a hip development because you've got, on the front of it, you've got a gable, a dormer, and the hip is behind the dormer. So what you're doing, you completely altering the frontage of the property, and it won't fit in. Having said that, everyone's got to be viewed individually. Well, I don't like. Oh, I can't say I don't like it. It's just, I just think it's overblown.
Any other comments? We've got a proposal to object.
No, fortunately, not you, this.
And does that find a seconder? Well, I'll second it. And can I have a show of hands objecting to this application? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those against? Those abstaining? 1. Thank you. Be interesting to see what happens.
This will be a bit of a test case, this actually, for us. But it's I think future, it's important we object against things such as this, right? And they come back as a trial saying we've been wrong and they're right, because then we can use that and replicate it in other cases where we just say everything goes through automatically. So I think Councillor Bourne was quite right in flagging these things up to us, and all thanks to you and the chair, actually.
Okay.
And our neighbourhood plan.
Oh, yeah, Darling.
Moving on to planning applications received Monday the 2nd of March, LW/26/0064, 33 Sherwood Road. Change of use from single family dwelling to 2 self-contained flats. I'd like to lead on this one. It's an interesting one.
No, thanks.
Councillor Boreman?
Thank you, Chair. So this is an area where there's lots of family homes. Obviously we've had an email or a few emails regarding this actually being retrospective planning applications. Although it doesn't state that it's retrospective in the application. But when I was looking at it, I'm like, I can't actually see anything wrong with converting this to 2 flats, because we are in desperate need of these smaller properties as well, even though it is larger family homes in the area. The only thing that I'm happy to support this. It does have 2 parking spaces, so it's 1 for each flat. We have been told that there have been 3 flats in it, so I would like, if we can, to have a stipulation that this remains the 2 flats and not be further developed to form a 3rd flat, because there would not be parking for it, and the area doesn't really have huge amounts of off-street parking.
It's terrible.
Okay. Anybody else like to? Councillor Richard Honeyman?
If we carry on down Sherwood Road closer to the Blatchington, what's the hill? Blatchington Hill even, isn't it? On the left-hand side, I mean, 10 years ago we did have issues with development there, which is flat. So I mean, there are some flats around, but it is predominantly
In
still,
that end, yeah.
yeah, it still predominantly is sort of, you know, family homes, 3 or 4 bedroom homes generally, most of it. But they've done it. I mean, it's interesting because it's very, Sherwood Drive is extremely, well, probably one of the steepest roads, isn't it, in the area. So it's almost as though, it's quite imposing, the property, isn't it, when you see it from when you walk up Sherwood Rise. But I like the stipulation of making sure it's only 2 though, if you're going to do it. Because they're not that big a property once you convert it into 2. So I support what they're trying to do with that stipulation.
Yeah.
Any other comment? Councillor Buchanan?
Thank you, Chair. I don't think it'll have any effect on what's been discussed here, but the drawing is subtly incorrect. For example, on the roof plan, it's a cable end, not a. That's incorrect. And that's also reflected on the rear elevation. And also the rear elevation itself, the windows and doors are in the wrong place. But again, I don't think it affects the.
This is the change of use one, isn't it? So
I think that's going to be a future plan of something, which is why I'd like a stipulation.
This refers to the existing elevations. Okay, so they may have already changed it, but not gone for planning permission.
Because the property has been used as a 3 flats without planning permission, and the enforcement was on the 24th of February 2025.
The comment on the roof remains the same.
Oh,
Councillor Richard
thank
Hammond?
you, Chair. Just who's got the use of the garden? Because there are 2 gardens there. Normally it's one lower down in these sort of conversions, isn't it? Or is it shared? But I don't think it's important in that sense. Normally it would be the one lower down, because it's not.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do shared ones now, though.
Yeah, you might. You could access it for Sherwood Rise, couldn't you? If you. So they mentioned the garden even.
There's no garden necessarily at the back.
Well, it's more of a yard. Well, it's might be where the cars are now, isn't it?
Yeah. Might be a patio, but.
Yeah, I can say.
Gin and tonic there, Chair.
Sorry.
Looks like
No,
it's
but maybe it's.
the way it's saying patio and then laid down.
I think they
the rear
converted
garden,
it
I
into the
think.
car parks, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think there's also an area for bins as well.
yep.
So it's shared use by the looks of it.
Right, sorry. Have we got a proposal to support this application? Councillor Borman, seconded by Councillor Richard Hubman. And can I have a show of hands, please? That's unanimous. Thank you.
And gin and tonic for the chair.
Right, tree works. SDMP stroke 26 stroke 00746 stroke TCA St Andrew's Church, a street, Bishopstone Village. And this is to fell to hawthorn, plum tree and holly.
The church, anything to do with the church, I do the churches, close churchyards and grade 1 listed churchyards and associated with. If it's a church, it's right. There's no point discussing it. The
Okay.
church are always right.
Yeah.
Can I also add, this is being pulled in by the South Downs National Park,
Really? Mm.
which is interesting.
It doesn't say that on there, does it? They can't that quick quiet.
It's on the-
It's
it's on the documents.
Hmm?
It's on their website.
Is it all
also-
going to that?
yeah.
So I support the application.
Okay, does that find a seconder? Councillor Olivia Hunman, any comments?
No, it was quite clear what they needed to do. As I said, holly's prune side over the wall. So you need to keep maintaining it for the church.
So can I have a show of hands for supporting this application? Right. Okay, that's unanimous.
I
Thank
don't know
you.
how much it's going to cost for a gem.
Daniel Larkin's got good research as well.
2W stroke 26 stroke 0013 stroke TPO, Robin Post, 17 Furl Road. Here again, it's felling 2 trees, reduce them to ground level.
Appreciate it. You know, it is what it is, right? But it seems like this is an insurance claim. And OAT, of course, is an insurance claim. Yeah. So there's nothing you do apart from say, well, it's an insurance claim, we can't get involved in it. And sycamores are tough old sods. And support the application for them. I don't like it.
What are you trying to say? Trees are out of hand, don't they?
Yeah, but the trees are so strong. The wall is what,
Yeah.
100 years old, what is it? English garden bomb wall with very poor quality bricks and lime mortar. No matter what it is, you can't stand against the tree. That's it, it's gone.
Councillor Borman?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Trees don't have TPOs on for no reason, though.
But
And if the trees have been maintained, question to you, Councillor, if the trees had been maintained over the years, would the damage have happened to the wall? And actually,
Planted too close.
felling them, or not felling them, but taking them, reducing to ground level, wouldn't just a prune or
pollarding.
pollarding,
Yeah.
that's the one
Oh,
I was looking for,
Well,
be
through
better?
you, Chair, I deal with this, I mean, through work life, and unfortunately, you and I both know, we're both neighbours, right? We planted a tree between us. Well, you and I both died. 100 years later, the tree's still there, and the tree takes priority. The wall, which is built at the same time as the tree, it degrades itself. It doesn't last, and the tree's as strong as can be. It withdraws. It's just ground heave and force to the bulb of the actual roots of the tree are so powerful. They will lift the empire stable if need be. And in regards to how you cut them back over the last 100 years, the tree will still be there. We've done it. I planted a tree there for my little doorstep, but 100 years later, you died, the tree's still there, and the wall doesn't stand a chance. And if it's an insurance claim, this is lucky, it's only garden wall. When you do with properties, it gets far more intense and in depth as regards to who should maintain or not maintain a tree. To me, I think the tree takes priority. that's my personal view, but in the eyes of the law and insurance, the tree doesn't. And until there's a test case to decide what the tree takes priority over property, which is yet to be proved in the High Court, unfortunately the tree takes second priority. And it's wrong, because the tree is more important than a too big garden wall. But it's what's in front of us, we can only look at.
Do it, but they're looking at the wall that they're going to kind of...
Well, the wall's going to come down anyway.
Exactly.
Well, that's
So
fine,
can we,
but-
can we, rather than filling the tree, or
Well,
putting the
what
tree
we-
to the ground level,
Well,
actually
what would
recommend
happen-
maybe something
yeah.
less
Yeah.
severe?
But that's fact. The tree will reroot itself and still grow anyway, as did the gap in. It will still regrow. The roots are still there, and that wall will be down in 10 years anyway. But to me, the tree takes priority. But what's in front of you is, do we say yes we can or no we can't? Actually, it's one of the few things I want to vote against. I think the tree takes priority, but I know in an appeal I'm going to lose.
Well, we're only consultants to...
Oh, okay. Well,
I
let's
tend to support Councillor Borman because the trees have got TPOs on them, and I personally, on an initial thought, I don't feel a healthy tree, but
on your side.
I would understand if it was pruned back or follow what I did, because that's my personal
Well,
opinion.
perhaps could we ask for a second opinion on with regard to how much pollard?
Councillor Buchanan.
Thank you, Chair. If you go on to the main document, not the photos, but the document, it actually has some words that talks about something to do with the tree. Now, whether that means the tree isn't well or whatever, and this is so it'd be under.
This the application.
Yeah, that one, I think. It's words that don't appear in the. Is that it? No. Oh, there it is. So a weak fork base, decayed pocket. I mean, does that mean anything that we need to be considering, or?
So sure. I have to admit, when I did look at the pictures, I thought I wasn't sure if this tree was very well. But obviously we're only given certain pictures, so you'd have to go, as Councillor Law probably says, you probably need someone to give a fuller reply.
Perhaps if we could add just a little bit more detail as to why, which appear on the picture to be quite healthy trees, need so much. It is. Well, the crotch is where the tree splits. We know that.
Yeah.
And all trees are weak there. But this is it, causing damage to the boundary wall. Well, no, that's it, there.
That's
That's the
But
picture.
they're all weak there because that's where the water goes down. But it's split there because two sides of the tree have decided to go up both as healthy as can be. And all trees do that because a tree, they've had a row and both sides of the tree decide not to speak to each other. Seriously, and they decide to grow apart for no other reason. But just don't speak to each other. Having said that, that's probably the strongest part of the tree. I call it a knuckle. And your knuckle is a very, very powerful part of hand. Perhaps we just get a second opinion. Because slicing a tree down...
The tree officer is the one that's going to look at it, so, and they're the one that's going to have more
Let
knowledge
make
than
a
us.
decision.
So we'll defer to them.
Let's come to a conclusion. Are we going to propose that we object to this application and
Well, perhaps
rely on
we
the
could-
tree officers'
Yes, I think it's a good idea, Chair.
expertise?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's only a cheap boundary wall, anyway. It's not
I
a
think it's slightly different for tree applications in a way. It's not always clear cut anyway.
Yeah.
It just
down. You're right, Councillor.
Okay, so
more information needed, isn't it?
Yeah.
So did we find a seconder?
Yeah.
Councillor Richard Hanlon, and can I have a show of hands for it? That's
Protect the
unanimous.
trees.
Thank you.
Protect them, protect them.
Well, we better say that we mustn't have,
Oh, nesting.
during the nesting season, which has started.
And don't I know? Oh, speaking of sideshows, just give a bit, can I give a little background information on those?
Okay, right, moving on.
We're moving on.
Moving on. We've done that, haven't we? Done that. Right. South Downs National Park Authority, stopping up order. SDMP stroke 26 stroke 00912 stroke FTP. Chington Brooks, Eastbourne Road, stopping up of footpath 27B for a total length of 1,520 metres for the National Trust. So this has been the application we had at our last meeting discussing
Oh, yeah.
the alternative footpath. Okay. Councillor Foreman?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Yeah, obviously we've had this at a previous meeting, we've had this at full council with regards to supporting, because some of it's our land and everything. And I think because we've supported it up to now, it'd be very strange for us to make any comment against a stopping up order. Because we agreed that we were happy for it to go ahead, and this is just a natural process for the stopping up order of a footpath from the previous agreement. So I'm quite happy just to not make no comment because
Proposing that we support.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments? And does that find a seconder? Councillor Richard Hanlon, and can I have a show of hands, please? That's unanimous. Okay. Planning applications for noting SDNP stroke 26 stroke 00743 stroke FUL Southfield Barn, installation of 2 solar powered car parking pay stations for Seaford Town Council. No, it's just for noting. Noted?
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll just say,
wait,
so are you going to get a high voltage cable up to South Down buildings? We're doing this at work, and the most difficult thing we have is getting a high voltage cable to the power points. We've had trouble, it's as close as Alfriston, and it's costing an absolute fortune to get, because the cars now have to be charged in about like 10 or 15 minutes. You get very, very high voltage.
This is for the payment meters.
It don't matter if you pay for it or not, it's getting electricity.
No, for the pay and display car park meters.
Oh, I thought you meant charge car.
No.
Oh, Jim, shut your cable.
You realised what you were going. This is for the pay and display car park.
I thought it was charge things for you.
Yeah.
This solar power.
Yes, I know.
Oh, sorry, talking backwards.
Okay.
Maybe in the future.
Sorry
Okay,
about that. Just
right.
saying charge things, I just see charge
Yeah.
things on car parks. Sorry about that.
Agenda item 5, update report, page 7. We're asked to note the report unless you've got any questions.
Last there was just the 2. I don't think there's anything
No.
to add. They're obviously a little bit behind, I think, at the list at the moment, maybe to do with the local plan, I don't know. We'll probably get an influx next time.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'll be on GR
hands
as
up.
well.
Noted?
Yeah.
Yeah, noted.
Yeah, thank you. And that concludes the meeting.